Hello, Kadaitu. Hey, Kiera. Hey, Tania. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
All right, yes, this is the class that did not like my plant hovering over their head. All right, Era Lady is here. Okay, Anika Miller is here. And Era Lady Morel is here. And Babata Torre is here. Ms. Torre. Hannah is here. And Brianna Carter is here. Ms. Carter. Here we go. Brianna Carter is here. Chastity is here. Hello. And Hannah Lorenzo. Hello. Hannah. And so we have our two Hannahs. Isabella Eisenstein is here. Good afternoon, Selena. Selena Concepcion is here. Let's see. Jennifer Lawn is here. And Kadaitu Traore is here. And Kayla Pierce is here. Kiara Sims is here. Mashe Traore is here. And Miriam Wagay. I don't know, Mashe, do you say Traore or Traor? Traore, okay. I know, I don't want to switch it up on you all of a sudden. You're probably like, why is she saying Traore today? All right, Traore. Miriam Wagay. Nadira Williams is here. And Sabrina Hossein. I thought I got Sabrina. Sabrina Hossein is here. Selena is here. And Sierra. Hello, Sierra. And Alice Booz is here. I'm still taking roll, Alice, so you're good. Sonali Patel. Hello, Sonali. Good afternoon to Sonali. And Tina Wang is here. And Tania Claiborne is here. Tania. And is there anybody else who Micaiah just joined us. Micaiah, hello. And Krishana Brown. Krishana, hello. Okay. Let's see. That should be everyone. So far, I don't see. Hello, Krishana. Good to see you, or hear from you, or read from you. You know what I mean. Shreya Amin. Where's Shreya? Yep, Shreya's here. Okay, just marking you present. Brianna Brown just joined us. I probably was this recently. I haven't checked my email today, so I will read that. I'm also today. I'm extending. I'm okay. I'm going to be here for office hours. I know it's not a Monday or a Wednesday, it's a Thursday. But since we didn't have office hours yesterday and we are getting close to the end of the marking period, and the last day to submit any work you haven't submitted is tomorrow. I will accept everything up until tomorrow. Just letting you know, you have 5 assignments. Do not miss any of the 5. Okay, as long as you hit the objective and you give me the main thing that I'm looking for, I don't care if it's not perfect. Please don't redo things and tell me you're redoing them, because you're not going to have the time to redo things. I want you to just get it done and just put it up. If you have all your work done, then please submit it to and attach it to the assignment, because there's quite a few people, I believe, have done things, but they just haven't submitted it. So make sure that you do that as soon as you can. I'll be looking for that. I'm still in the process of grading. So if your next question is, when are you going to get to my stuff? I am going to get to your stuff. But if you feel like you need to know right now, well, not right now, but today what you're getting, and you finished all your work and you want to know what the average is, I have those office hours from 2:45 until 3:30. Pop in and we'll take a look at all your work and you will get your grade. So I'm giving you that opportunity this afternoon, okay? This afternoon. So if you want to talk about it privately, if there's a lot of people, I'll just put you in breakout rooms or something like that. So Krishana, that would be a good opportunity there. Now, if you can't come to breakout, if you cannot come to office hours, then I will certainly go and read and go back with you over the email, and respond to your email. Okay?
Me?
Krishana Brown. So she.
What I'm doing the office hours for?
What is it?
So what am I doing the office hours for?
If you wanted to talk, if you wanted to talk to me about something, you wanted to get something done today, like if there's an emergency, you could also come to my office hours that I am making for today. 2:45 to 3:30. If
No, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that. It was because you said like Krishana, so I was just confused. Like,
No, I'm not quite sure what I meant by like Krishana, but I'm not sure. But I mean, if you have a question, I can answer it at that time too. That's what I mean.
okay.
Okay. So, if anybody has a burning question that they need answered today, come during office hours because we gotta kind of still keep going with this. So, what is included in the second marking period? What must you have? I think I talked about it yesterday, didn't I? Kayla, did I talk about the 5 assignments yesterday, or do I need to go over that again? Or do I need to go over that? Maybe I should just go over that again. So I'm going to present to you your class assignments page so that everybody can clearly see what they're responsible for this marking period. So you are seeing period 7 art 1s. And the art 2s have the exact same assignments. So I don't need to show you art 2s because it's the exact same assignments. So let's go to the classwork tab up here. And everything for second marking period is going to say second marking period. Now this and this are the same thing. So I'm going to get rid of this. Okay. So let me just move all of these up to here, okay? I just made 2 of the same category by accident. But all the real assignments have these clipboards. So this is what you want to click on. So the 1-point perspective practice drawing, this is due tomorrow. And there is always a finished teacher example. That's the one we finished last week. Up in class, we do all our work in class. So you should already have it done as long as you've been coming and you've been following along with these step-by-step directions during class. Now, if you missed a day or if you are having a lot of trouble, you could go on YouTube, look up Mrs. Han and look up, go into playlist, see full playlist, and there'll be the videos to show you how to draw rooms in 1-point perspective. I think, Kayla, you said that they were just all over the place, and I do agree with you. I think they need to be organized and edited a little bit better. But there's also other artists who probably have done a better job than me that show how to draw a room in 1-point perspective. So if you want to draw a bedroom, you could write drawing of bedroom in 1-point perspective, and something will come up. And just watch those videos if you're having a hard time and you don't know how to draw this assignment. But I have my videos up there as well. The other one is the inspiration board, which is the collage, right? So here's my little sad collage. Most of you did so much better collages than me. So it's a collage of things that will inspire your room, the drawing of your room that we're going to do. This is just practice we're doing right now. So that's 2 assignments. Third assignment is the 1, 2, and 3-point perspective. So this third assignment actually has 3 drawings that you should attach to it. I'm looking for 3 drawings. And everybody I've seen so far has been following the directions. They put their example of 1, 2, and 3-point perspective up on this assignment. So I could just click on each one and just give you the grade. That's 3 assignments. Now, if you look over here, now this is not an assignment. Tips for posting your work, taking better pictures of your artwork. Watch that video again. If your photos suck, then watch that video. Go over here to texture, second marking period. All of these things are not assignments, so ignore them. They're the things that help you with your assignments, right? Here's the salt dough recipe. So our big thing at the beginning of this marking period was that pottery piece, the salt dough pottery piece. Is it possible to do that salt dough pottery piece from now? Let's say I gave you a little bit of an extension, and let's say I gave you up until Monday to submit a beautiful picture of a salt dough pottery piece. Actually, yes, but it could be really hard for someone who has never taken ceramics before. If you took ceramics, it could really help because you kind of have some skills already. If you cannot do that, or you're not allowed to do that, then what you could do is the alternative, which is the alternative assignment to the salt dough pottery, which is some people have done. And it is a 5-page paper based on your research. So it's related to your research. You had to do a 2 to 3 page kind of like a note type of thing, taking notes on different cultures' pottery. So this one's different. So the alternative assignment can just be an extended version of your research on ceramics of the world. Just take what your research notes were and just expand on them. Give me more information, more detail in your writing, and type it up, of course, so that it doesn't look like handwritten notes like I have down here. So they're actually related. So you've already done part 1 of making a paper because you did the research. So base it off of your research notes and just do a more in-depth piece of writing as your alternative assignment if you are not going to do the salt clay pottery. The salt clay pottery, 3 of you did. So the majority, or actually, I'm sorry, 12 of you did. 9 have been graded already. So 12 people already accomplished that. That's really great. So if 12 of you did it, something just popped up. 13 of you turned in something. I don't know if all of these are actually going to be assignments, because sometimes I click on stuff and there's no picture attached. That means that is not turned in. So if you turned in all this stuff, then you did this pottery. So you don't have to do the alternative assignment. This alternative assignment is for people who could not do the pottery because it didn't work out. Their parents didn't want them to use the oven, or it just fell apart. Whatever the reason. This is just a second, it's an alternative in case you have any trouble. So that's 5 assignments. That's it. The salt dough pottery or the alternative, the research on pottery of different cultures, 1, 2, and 3-point perspective, inspiration board, which is that collage, that digital collage. You could do it on Google Slides. You could do it on whatever program, as long as you can put the picture up on here. I don't care what you use. And then the 1-point perspective drawing of the room. Okay, so that is 5. That's not a lot of assignments, and which is good because you don't, have to do so many assignments, although we did take our time for each one. However, if you are missing an assignment, this is where the danger comes in. If you're missing 1 out of 5, it's going to hit your grade hard. Do not miss a single assignment this marking period because there's only 5 assignments. So the good side is there isn't as much work as last marking period where we did all these smaller assignments to build up our skills. Now we're doing more extended drawings And that's how it's going to go for the rest of the year. We might have less assignments and less of the little workup kind of exercises. So I will try to maybe break that up into steps and try to grade that. But you know, we're not going to have as many as that first quarter. So yeah, don't miss a single one. Turn in something, like don't turn in some sort of horrible basic thing, but I want you to at least address the objective of every assignment. Doesn't have to be fancy if you don't have the time for that. Just be neat about it and hit the objective. Give me what I want for that particular assignment. Okay. Well, you're very, very welcome. So I know it's a really crazy time, and it was a really short marking period, and the time is compressed, this marking period. So yeah, just give me the basics, okay? If that's all you can do right now because of the lack of time, just give me the basics. And I will be perfectly happy with that. And as usual, I will be as generous as I can. Okay, I really rarely give anything below a C. A C is satisfactory, right? It means you're doing okay. It's not great, but you're doing okay. I will give you something below a C, a 70, if it's really bad. When you get something below a 70, that means you really didn't try, but you turned something in. So I'll give you most of the points. That's what that means. Okay, so on to this. Do the best you can. And then I will try to wrap up all the grading for 7th period. Whatever you give me this weekend, I will bring it up to date this weekend so that on Monday and Tuesday, I might have to go into breakout rooms with people. And yeah, I might have to say, hey, such and such, you don't have this, and this. So can you give me that, or what's going on? You know, I might have to have that conversation on Monday and Tuesday with a few people. But this is an especially bright class, so I really don't expect to have that many conversations like that. But we'll do breakout rooms for your privacy if it's if I see a major issue over the weekend. But you know, most of you have just been steadily submitting things, and that's great. All right, these windows. Yes.
I'm marked absent.
Okay, so did you just come in or come in late after roll?
Yeah, I came in late. I was in a meeting with Miss Doss.
Okay, so what's your name, hon?
Brianna Brown.
Brianna Brown. Okay, that's fine. Since you were with Miss Doss. Oh, you said Brianna. Okay, I'm marking you present then if you were with Miss Doss. Okay, did anyone else just come in after roll? Alicia, Morgan.
Yeah, I came in after roll. My computer was acting weird.
Okay, and how about Morgan and Sanaya? I thought I saw Sanaya. Sanaya, are you there? No?
Yeah, she typed something in the chat.
Okay. And how about Morgan Jones? Let me see on this list. See? This kind of stuff takes more time away from us. Let's see. Where's Morgan? No, she's not here. How about Zamira? Did Zamira come in yet? No. Okay. Okay, let me just save roll again. Okay. Thank you for that, Miss Miller. All right, so what we're going to do is draw some lines right above these windows for some curtains because nobody needs to look inside and be seeing all that. Okay. So just above the windows, you can make them as high up as you want, but I normally just put them just slightly above the windows. You don't have to make the line all the way across, just somewhere around the top of the windows and extend it a little bit past the windows. Now your windows look like they have little straight eyebrows. The line should be angled. So it should be angled toward vanishing point 2. Those are vanishing point 2 lines. Remember, all horizontal lines are vanishing point lines in a 2-point perspective. They're not actual straight horizontal lines. They're always vanishing point lines. The other line you can use is a vertical line, and that's a normal line, normal up and down vertical line. You know what I'm saying. So now what you can do is to draw another line above that, above that, and what we're going to draw right now is the curtain rods. We're just kind of sketching in the correct angle for the curtain rods. So that's kind of funny thing. When you have on a building two windows that are close to each other, it always looks like a pair of eyes, right? Anthropomorphic, right? So sometimes it looks kind of funny. So you got to be careful how you build and place windows. So right here, what we want to do on the left side of all of these rods is to draw a circle. And that's going to be kind of like the little ball on the end of a curtain rod. And the same thing here, just maybe a little bit bigger on this side because this window is supposed to be closer to us. So this window is supposed to look bigger than this window because it's closer to us. Well, what if you have two totally different style windows and one is wider or one really is bigger? That's okay. As long as you use the vanishing points to draw the angles and everything correctly, the second window can be bigger. Just make sure that you use the correct angles to draw it though, okay? Then erase all the stuff on the inside of these little circles and on the outside so that it looks like the sphere is the last thing on the end of this, on the end of this rod right over here. So that's what this looks like right now, right? And then how about we end the rod over here a little bit past the window. We'll just end it right here with a slightly curved line. Remember, the rod is cylindrical. It's like round. It's like round. It's not a flat like strip of metal. So we're going to end the ends with a little curved line like that. Okay. What I'm saying is it's got to have an end like a curved line. So it looks like that on the end of the rod. Okay. But since it's teeny weeny, you can't see that. And then around that circle, I want you to draw a tiny, much smaller looking sphere right at the end of this rod here, because that's the furthest end of both curtain rods. And then over here, I want you to draw a slightly smaller one than this one here, slightly smaller sphere at the end of this rod. It's got to be smaller than this sphere here because this one is closer and that one's further. So they kind of look like mushrooms. I'm sorry. They look like mushrooms. They look like little mushroom caps. Just going to make them a little rounder looking. All right, so that's how to draw curtain rods with little ceramic or metal little balls on the end. Sometimes they're like clear acrylic or plastic. That's kind of cool. Other times they're just silver or gold metal. All right, right above the windows and right past the little spheres, I want you to draw some little wavy lines right here like this. Right, the wavy lines. Make the wavy lines smaller and more closely spaced on this one because that window is further away, and those lines should kind of look, those waves should look kind of closer together. So I'm just going to make them a little closer together and smaller because everything should be smaller on this window right here because it's further away. And these waves are just a little bit bigger. Do not use your ruler. Use just your hand drawing to draw from the inside of those little spheres, that are on either end of your curtain rod. Right on the inside, just where the little rod part is, I want you to drop a line to the floor. Now, the bed is in the way, so you're going to have to end right over here at the top of your blanket. And then on this side, drop a line. And make it hand-drawn, and it's behind. Remember, it's got to be behind the plant. The plant is in front of the window, so it's blocking the wall and the curtain. When you get to the floor line, which is right over here, I'll make it a little darker for you. I want you to go past it with the curtain, like that. Now, the curtain looks like it's just one piece of fabric, and that's not going to do. So what you need to do is you know what? You know where the center is for the window because we did the crisscross thing. Now, if we didn't do the crisscross thing, just put a line a little bit to, I would say, a little off center and more toward the right side. Put another vertical line. And that could be the opening of the curtain right there. And don't just put one line, go over a little bit and put a second line here. So that's the opening for both curtains. And then erase the wavy line in between. Okay. And just adjust. So now you have an open curtain on either side of the window. Why is this space a little bit shorter right here and this space a little wider? Anybody?
Perspective?
Perspective, yeah. So we're seeing this half of the curtain more than this half of the curtain because it's closer to us. And this half of the curtain and this half of the window actually is further and going away from us. At the top, where the wrinkles are, I want you to draw some vertical lines, and at the bottom where the wavy lines are, draw some lines going up to represent the wrinkles in the cloth, the wrinkles. Okay? And you could put them on either side of the little bump, or you could put two in the valleys. You know how the lines go up and down like that of your curtains? You could put two lines on either side of the valleys. If it's the bottom of the curtain, you could put two lines on either side of the bumps. Okay? So that would be the bottom, that would be the top of the curtain. So that's where you would put the wrinkles. Or if you just put vertical lines, it's fine. From this distance, it's just going to look like wrinkles anyway. Do the same. Drop a line on either side of the window over here, right where the curtain rod meets the little balls on the end. And then put a line kind of in the middle. Well, the perspective middle. You know the perspective middle is actually different from the middle because this side of the window is the closer side. So this side, the line should be over slightly to the right. And then open the curtain a little bit. Maybe have the curtain line flare out a little bit to look more natural. Not too much. Don't make any waves on the side of the curtain. Why? Because then you're going to get bacon curtains. Bacon curtains. We don't want bacon curtains. And I've already seen a couple bacon curtains. Looks like wavy bacon. Okay? Or it looks like there's a very strong wind blowing through your bedroom. So, no wavy lines on the sides of the curtains, okay? And put some wrinkles coming up from the bottom too. Just a few. Don't overdo it or it's going to look fake. Okay, it's got to be kind of random and natural. So now you have this beautiful 2-point perspective bedroom that you drew with curtains. Isn't that great? Now you have some privacy. Okay. So what we want to do here is I want to draw a little sitting chair. Okay, take a little breath here. Take a little breath. Because this is not going to be that easy. Okay. So, just try to scare you. It's not that hard, okay, either. But let's draw a little chair, just like a little occasional chair. That's what they call a chair that's just used for anything that we have around the house. And we'll put a little bit of upholstery on it or something like that, okay? All right, you ready for this? Okay. So let's draw the chair from the corner. Since we're drawing everything from the corner, like the bed is from the corner, the room is seen from the corner. So let's draw the corner of the chair. And the chair is going to bring our eye into the drawing. It's one of those types of things, one of those devices that helps us to kind of bring our eye and lead our eye into the drawing. So let's put the, and we're going to cut the bottom half of it off. We're not going to draw the whole chair because this is like hanging in front of us. It's like real close to us. So let's draw the back of the chair, and we'll change the angle of the back of the chair if we don't like it. But for now, let's sketch a vertical line, okay? So that's like the back of the chair. Let's just say that, okay? Let's put another line right here, just a little bit. I don't want to cover up that plant. Okay. Let's put another line here to the left, like that. And then move this one over here. So these two vertical lines are going to represent the back of a chair, okay? And this line right here is the more important line, the one on the right. So right here is where this chair seat is going to be, and right here is the actual top of the chair, okay? So let's go ahead and go over those lines with nice straight lines using the ruler, and make the lines vertical so that they are straight up and down and they are parallel to the edge of your paper. Okay, nice and straight. Okay. So I'm going to put a little dot at the top of that line, and I'm going to put another neater looking dot at the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to draw a nice, sharp, straight vertical line right here too. Okay. I don't know where that's supposed to end. I don't know where it's going to be up here, but we're going to use vanishing point 1. All right, to draw the bottom of the back of the chair from right here at the bottom of this line segment. Okay, it goes like that. Now from here, from this dot right here, we're going to draw to vanishing point 1 as well. All right. Oh no, it's going to have to go into the plant just a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to move this line up so that it meets that vanishing point line here. And then erase all your other lines so that you have what looks like, it looks like a rhombus. You know that geometric shape, the rhombus? Looks like a little rhombus, right? That's what it is, right? So that's the back of a chair. Now what I'm going to do is use this dot right here at the bottom and draw a line to the opposite vanishing point, which is over here. Over here. This is vanishing point 2, right here. Okay. Now you kind of see where I'm going with this, right? I want you to go to this corner right over here, this corner, and draw a little dot there. And draw from that dot to vanishing point 2. You could draw right through the chair, and then you could just erase that line later, okay? But you could keep it there for now. What line is important is this line. We need to figure out how deep the chair is, you know? We don't want it to be too short. We want it to be nice and deep, but not so deep that our legs can't even bend and fold over the chair. So let's say the chair is about this deep, and the back of the chair is longer than the seat of the chair. Does that make sense? Okay. So what I want to do here from the top of this line in the middle, is to draw another line to vanishing point 2. But I just want to draw a real short one, because this is what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to draw the side of my chair, and it's going to go like this. You see how you see like a backwards, well, it's not backwards actually. You see the letter L here? That's the profile of your chair. Not a very comfortable looking chair, but that's just a basic chair shape. And you can make this line a little skinnier. Okay. So we're just going to sketch. If you like the profile of that chair, for now, I want you to go ahead and make a little dot at the top of that line. And then draw from that dot to vanishing point 1 on the opposite side. To draw how thick the top of the chair is, that's this line right over here. I'm talking about this right here. This is the thickness of the top of the chair, right? Everything in this world has a thickness to it if you're drawing it realistically. You're not drawing things so that they look like they're, made out of paper and it's paper thin. Everything has to have width. Everything has to have length. Everything has to have depth, right? Length, width, and height. That's the other measurement. So we call that height. So we're just, see, now what happened is we drew the back of the chair and we ended up drawing the seat of the chair. But to make it really look like a chair seat, you need to do one extra thing. With the vanishing point 2, I'm going to just clean up this line right here. You see that corner right here where this little short line meets this line right here, the more horizontal surface, that represents the more horizontal surface, that corner. Make a dot right there and connect that dot to vanishing point 1 over here. And what you're going to see is just a tiny little bit of the seat of the chair. Do you see it down? You guys see? You see that? It's a very basic, very uncomfortable looking chair. And then to make the legs of the chair, what you could do is just extend this line right here, this middle line again, just extend it down. And right over here, extend that line down too. And then also extend another line right here to represent the back of that leg, chair leg. Okay. Also, use this line and extend a line straight down. Draw a little skinnier line over here, like that, and then another line to draw the 3 sides of the chair leg on this side. Okay, over here we need to draw a chair leg as well. So you're going to just extend this little short line straight down with a vertical line, and then draw another line. And these two should look pretty similar. This could be a tiny bit skinnier, but not a whole lot skinnier. And then just draw the other side of that leg. And that should be similar to this width here. Maybe a tiny bit skinnier, but not that much skinnier. That's the other side. So this is very confusing to understand all the angles here. Do you get it though? Or if you don't get it, what I'm going to do to help you understand like all the different parts of this chair is to shade. If I shade, I think you'll see the change in angles a little bit easier. So all the front surfaces that are facing kind of out toward us, I'm going to shade those in a little bit. So these are all surfaces that are facing the same direction. And I'm just shading them in so that we can understand the angles that we're working with. Okay. So this chair looks like it is made out of plywood. It is the most ugliest chair I've ever seen. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up here and we are going to, you know what, we're going to crisscross applesauce, right? The corners. We're going to find the center, and that's where the 2 lines join in the middle. That's where they intersect, right? That's the word. Draw a line straight up through the middle, because what I want to do now is to create a nice, interesting, round back to my chair. Let's say something like this. Okay. Change the profile a little bit. Now bring it out. use a vanishing point line. Right? You can draw a vanishing point line, just a little short one at the very top of where the curve is, the highest part of the curve. Extend a line straight out using vanishing point 2, and then connect that with the other point right here. So it all becomes part of the same surface. I know it looks like a little tombstone almost. Okay? Just a little fancier. Okay? And then right here, this seat part, okay, and erase all this lines on the inside because this is not a see-through object. Although I did see a really cool chair the other day. Was it last week? It's not the other day. It was an all acrylic Baroque chair. It had like all of the little fancy curly kind of stuff, details, but it was totally made out of polycarbonate material, which is a plastic. It was clear plastic. I was like, is this chair going to break under my weight because this is just made out of plastic? So right here, let's put a little bit of upholstery on top of this. So I'm just going to draw a little form like this. Okay. And you can use vanishing point 2 to kind of help guide you for for the top of that little hump shape. It's just going to be like that. This is straight over here, and it's just curved right on the edge like that. It just has a curved corner right here. Okay? And from the very top of that curve where it bumps out the most, I want you to draw a line from the very top of that, the apex of that curve, the highest point on that curve. Draw a line to vanishing point 1. So that'll make the chair seat look a little bit thicker, and it's going to match the curve. Okay, so is that seat just a little bit fancier now? A little bit more appropriate for a bedroom, maybe? Okay, so this surface is also going to be a little bit shaded to show you that that's that side. Okay, and this is going to be lighter. This is going to be a little lighter. Okay, the other half of the information is shading. You'll be amazed at how much detail and perspective just shading expresses. Okay, so if you want to put a pillow on there, I don't really see a lot of room. So we're looking at this chair from kind of like the corner, but also we're seeing more of the back of the chair than the front of the chair. So now we've added a chair. So if you were able to do that, congratulations. You've drawn a chair from the back, kind of. And tomorrow, I think all we need to do is just add a rug and then a picture, and then we could be done. Can we do those 2 little things tomorrow and just finish this up so we'll be done this Friday? If you want to do that, let's do that tomorrow. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice afternoon. And I'll see you in my special office hours at 2:45 until 3:30 if you have any questions or you need help on these drawings.